Busby on there, and Ellsworth Carl. I think I saw Busby a little bit ago.
I wonder what would happen if you, like, before you went to work, start a snail race and make it the longest possible and the slow ones.
That's a good question. I've actually done something similar. I mean, I did do a we'll add Charlotte too. I don't know if she's still here. She let's see, save it.
I simulcast the live stream.
Do I know?
I simulcasted your live stream.
Yeah, cool. Sounds like a winner.
Gulf Coast
In fact,
is here.
Yeah. Hey, Granny. Good to see you. I got you on here. You're up top. But they put you in a plain duck, so I'm gonna change things around a little bit. I'm gonna keep going until we get a superhero or something.
Can you hear that grinding?
Let's see. Yeah, that's Granny Charlotte. I've known Charlotte for a pretty good while on here, even though I've never met her in person. You know, it's funny because she lives, you know, she don't live that far from me. She lives down on the coast. And I need to get down there and say hello sometime. How come I can't find a dadgum? I guess I ought to go through and share the screen, huh? So y'all can see what I'm seeing. There we go. And I keep having to shuffle trying to find a superhero. I tell you what, we're going to consider the vampire a superhero. And Charlotte, come on up on chat if you want. I mean on panel. Jack, you are the vampire. Grilling, chilling with Charlotte, it's usually a bad idea to ask me if I know anybody when I'm on. Name sounds familiar, but I am usually really bad. Congratulations, Charlotte. You won that one. In the purple duck. Now, I will go again, see if I can get a superhero. I'm looking. There's one right there. Charlotte, again, has the really cool thing. She's the spider duck. And we're just going 29 seconds a race. It sounds familiar, though. But, you know, I've had people ask me if I knew somebody who moved to Lucedale and is loving it. Oh, really? Cool. I'll have to make it a point to check that out. My sister lives in Lucedale, and my parents stay down there a pretty good bit. Jack, you're going to win this one. Got the green motor. You're a punk rocker, I guess. I don't know, or maybe I don't know if that's goth or punk rock, or maybe it's kind of like the Sex Pistols or something. I don't know. I am the vampire duck though, and I like the vampire duck. I'll have to make it a point. In fact, let's go check out that channel. We'll do that as soon as this race is over. Congratulations, Ellsworth Carl. You won. And you got number 3 too. That's a good number. Let's go through and find Grilling and Chilling with Mojo. Grilling and Chilling with Mojo. 1.6 thousand subscribers. 377. I am apparently not subscribed. At least not on this channel. Let me try and see if I'm on my main channel. I am subscribed on my main channel. So I was not on So apparently I have run across them at some point. And the coffee with Mojo, baby back ribs with a Traeger grill. I probably ran into them, I'm guessing, with over at one of the barbecue channels. I'm over there a pretty good bit. Let's see here. There's his YouTube channel, 1.6 thousand subscribers, 111,000 views, and joined in 2021. That's pretty good. It could be my garage or on my amazing deck at my fire pit, backpacking or even car camping. Cool. It's about grilling and cooking. Hey, you know I like cooking. Let's check out his most recent. It's 8 minutes and 1 second. So it looks like it was streamed 1 year ago. Well, what is this most recent video? 1 day ago. Hey, Charlotte.
Hi.
How you doing, darling?
I'm doing great. I've only got 2 more days to watch my grandson, and then I've only got to do it 1 day a week, and I'm tickled to death. But
I imagine.
I don't know if I'm gonna get through the next 2 days, to be honest with you.
Why?
There's me out. He was here until, well, I usually have him from about 9:30 till about 3. And he was here till about 3:15 today. And I slept from 4 o'clock till just a little bit ago. I'm telling you, he's something else. He's just all boy and 90 miles an hour from the time he wakes up till the time he goes to bed.
Hang on. I think Otis out back bothering the chicken. Not the chickens, bothering the goats or the cats or something. I don't know what he's bothering, but I can hear him barking or hear her barking. I'll be right back.
All righty. How are you doing, Jack?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Good. I get it. Sometimes you got to think real hard about the good stuff, don't you?
Yep. Don't mind the old blanket hanging there.
Oh, look, I've been sitting here.
It's blocking the sun. Because if I didn't have that there, it'd be just a big blur and my back would be on fire. Oh yeah.
I've been crocheting a blanket for my daughter. She told me, if you die before you make me a blanket, I'll never forgive you. I said, do you know something? I'm only 58, for crying out loud. I expect to be around for a while. So I decided, look, I'm not going to push my luck. I'm going to go ahead and make the stinking blanket and get it off the list, you know?
I'll make you too.
Well, here's the heck of it. I've got 7 kids. If I make one for her, I got to do it for all of them.
Uh-oh.
So might as well get busy, huh?
Yep. You got some work ahead of you.
I do. And you know, raising 7 kids, I feel like my work should be done. But it's not.
Not yet.
Not yet. Y'all, I've been hooked on this game on Facebook. Not Facebook. On my phone. It's a phone game. And I'm so hooked on it, I can't stop playing it. It's so addictive. And it's a stupid game with blocks. See, look. You just move the blocks into it's like a puzzle. And if you run out of space, you lose. This game hates me.
Is that something like Tetris?
Sort of. But you can't move them and turn them. And they don't drop down. They just, it gives you, basically it's rigged against the player, because if it'll hand you something you don't have room for. Once you think you're about close to winning, and it's like, here, I'll throw you a big old piece, and you don't have room for it. So it's kind of like playing at the casino, you know.
I've seen a story. Some kid finally actually beat Tetris. So there's actually one person that's actually beat that game in the world.
No kidding.
It's a little
You know,
kid. I'm
it's
like,
my daddy. I'm proud of him. Let me tell you what my smarty pants daughter came home today and said to me. Y'all, I almost had a come undone. So she goes to college now. This is the one that used to be in the band. And she was kind of a feature on my channel every now and then. And she's been going to college, and she's studying environmental science. And she came home today and said, "Hey, Mom, I got something to tell you." And I said, "Okay." She says, "I think I might be interested in general surgery." And I looked at her and I said, "Well, that's kind of interesting because I don't have medical school money. Where are you going to get that from?" I said, "You got to start working on scholarships right now if that's what you want to do." I said, "And you're going to be in debt for a long time because I can't pay for that."
Yeah, that's expensive.
It is. And
Hey, maybe you ought to just let her pay her own way through school.
well, she does pay. She pays half, and I pay half right now.
Oh,
But I have a limit.
You good to her.
$1 limit for each kid. I saved
Yeah.
this much for this one and this much for the other one. And when it's used up, it's used up.
Right.
It's gone. And it ain't a lot. I'll just go ahead and tell you, it's $10,000 a piece.
Hey, that's still a lot of money.
That's not bad, you know, but and she does. She saves $60 every payday to pay for her college, and that's going to equal $10,000 at the end, you know, throughout her college career. And plus, she gets a little bit of scholarship money from academics, and then she gets a little bit of Pell Grant, but not much.
Hey, babe.
I was real surprised that she got that.
Hey, I paid for my own college. Well, that, and I got, loans and that type of thing. Took me forever to pay them off.
I imagine.
My parents, now granted, my parents weren't doing as well as they were when my sister came along.
Right.
But, they ended up paying for her college, I think.
Well, my other 5 kids, I didn't have the money to put them to college. So if they wanted to go, they had to pay for it themselves. And my middle daughter she got her master's degree in social work. And she works for the Picayune School District as their social worker. And
hang on, Tammy just got up. I'm gonna see if I can't talk her into a kiss.
Okay. You go get it.
And I'm gonna, take myself down. She's doing something at the moment. I'll wait till she gets a minute, and then I'm gonna see if I can't get me a hug or something. She don't get up this late too often unless it's to come in and tell me come to bed.
Right.
And so, and then it's usually around 2 o'clock in the morning.
She's a little early, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. I mean, normally it wouldn't be till 2 o'clock.
Is she
and
feeling
that's
all
only
right?
she's having trouble. Yeah, I think so. Baby, you doing okay? She says she's fine. So yeah, she's doing all right. She just I guess she since she left the puppies in here tonight. And so she didn't, I don't know if she was concerned about whether I was in the house or not. She doesn't sleep well when I'm not at home.
She might have heard the door open and shut those couple times you went out.
Yeah, but that's true because I did go out the front and the back, but I did not open the door to the rest of the house.
Oh, I
and
see.
So at least I don't think I did. Anyhow, it's, you know, and it's kind of cool that, you know, I mean, this thing's been running all day, you know, all afternoon long while I've been at work.
Is that
But I think I
how
need,
all you could see was a lamp?
yeah,
Oh, I didn't
that
realize
part,
that.
I had it as a, yeah. Well, what I did is I made a recording of this. I don't know. It has scented wax or something in it.
Okay.
And you turn it on, it heats up and it
And it
melts
smells
in the
good.
middle and starts.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got one
and it
now.
smells good. And so I made a video of it melting.
Okay.
And then when it melted, I took that video, put it on the editor. I made sure everything was mute on it. Then I duplicated it and put it back behind it, and duplicated, put it behind it,
You
and put
looped.
duplicated,
Yeah.
put it behind it. And then I just went into YouTube audio library and got all these long songs of, you know, like, you know, 15-minute songs, the
Okay.
longest stuff I could find.
And you looped
And
that?
and I put each song one after the other on the thing, and then I rendered it.
Okay.
So then I had this 9 hour and 4 minute video. And so the first time I ran it as a premiere.
Okay.
I can't do that again because I just can't.
Right.
But I can run it as a live as long as I share my screen and have it playing on another monitor and just share that to the entire screen. If I wanted to, for example, I'm playing this video from Best Conecuh Sausage Gravy in the South. And if I wanted to show that, I would just put that full screen and put this full screen there.
Okay.
And so it allows me to have my own material. I'm not using anybody else's. My own material is what I end up doing a thing on.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And that way, at least while I can have it running, I try to keep a watch on the chat, but oftentimes I get distracted by this, that, and the other.
Sure. Yeah.
Especially when there's not a lot of conversation going on in it.
Right.
And so I try to throw some stuff in there. Anyhow, there was another fella I found. Well, I don't know. Is this the only video I've had? No, I guess I've played a couple of these things. And the other puppy. Hang on, I'm gonna grab this other puppy.
All right.
Tammy's got one of them, and I'm gonna get one.
I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. I think my allergies are probably bothering me too.
Uh-oh. Sounds like you got a little bit of congestion.
Yeah, I do. And I don't know where that's coming from.
I'm gonna show this is Rosemary. She was born on my birthday.
No.
Yep. And so that's, I told Devil Dog I was going to get a puppy dog from him.
Yeah.
And it just kind of solidified which one it was going to be when she was born on my birthday.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And then we went over to get to meet the puppies, and Devil Dog put another puppy in Tammy's lap. And so now we got two puppies.
That's a mess.
So
that is a mess.
Well, Devil Dog's a good salesman,
Yes.
He's hard to get along with at times, but
but he can sure make a sale, can't he?
He can. And so
well, she's beautiful.
She is. She's sweet as all get out.
I would love to get a little Boston. I grew up with one, and they're great dogs.
They're full of personality.
Yes, they are. Now, do yours bark much?
Not a whole lot. Nikki hardly ever barks unless there's a critter that she's chasing or something. She'll chase the cats and bark at them, and she does occasionally bark at the puppies when the puppies are barking at her.
Right.
And when they get to playing and tussling and what have you, they'll, this one right here is fierce. She will stand up to Nick, because they get to, just chomping at each other, and it's not like they're trying to hurt one another.
Right.
They just play
They're
it.
playing.
But Nikki, if this one gets frustrated,
Mm-hmm.
she'll sit there and she'll, at Nikki, and Nikki will just kind of like, okay, right back at it. The other one doesn't do it as much.
Yeah.
And but sometimes, this one, the other one's more laid back.
Okay.
They really are. This one is sweet, but she's
a little
the other one-
rambunctious,
this one-
huh?
yeah, the other one's rambunctious, I guess, in some ways. Or when we drove back from Texas the other day,
Mm-hmm.
we came back on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Monday. All right. So when we came back on Monday, every now and then you'd hear a noise. This one was zonked out in Tammy's lap. The other one would pick its head up and wonder what's going on.
Oh.
And it wasn't just once; it was over and over and over again.
Right.
And so
She has anxiety.
the other one's, I guess, a little bit more anxious, but she's sweet as all get out.
Oh, so you got
This
two
one-
girls?
Yeah, two
Two
girls.
Okay.
And of course, Nikki being a girl, we got 3 female bosses.
Okay.
I am officially outnumbered.
You sure are.
And that's okay.
Do you know what? I've only had one girl dog in my whole life. And that's this one here. We call her the dog that'll never die because I don't know how old she is. We've had her at least 8 years. And I got her from the pound before my poodle passed away. I felt altruistic that day and decided to go adopt something like a ding-a-ling. And well, I was looking at pictures online, with the Humane Society there in Gulfport, and I saw her face and just fell in love with her. Turned out she's a devil dog. Serious. I mean, a devil dog. And
I get it.
she's mean as fire. She don't like nobody but me. I can't even take her for a walk because she's a little Chihuahua mix, but she thinks she's 10 feet tall and bulletproof.
Oh, yeah.
And so I can't take her nowhere. And she's just mean. And now, God love her, she can't control her bladder very well because she's so old. And we're just waiting, for the final countdown.
Yeah. I understand.
And
Who is it?
I'll be sad when she goes.
Yeah.
But, sometimes you get old and you just got to go. You just got to go. So that's why we got Virgil.
All right.
Because she needs.
I'm coming right back.
Okay.
You're good to go with Jack.
I think that she needs to teach Virgil how to be a little bit mean, and cantankerous.
Back when I was married, the father-in-law and his fiance, they go on trips and they got a dog and cat sit. Oh man, this is the most horrible thing ever, man. It's like a geriatric animals. Like the cats are 15. The little dog is pushing 20.
Yeah.
The cat, you gotta grab it and stick an IV in its back and squeeze the IV back because it doesn't drink anything anymore.
Oh no!
Special food. You have to get the condom dog if they're trying to gum some medicine, and they all have this expensive food because they can't really chew or drink anything.
Right.
Just can you get a 2-for-1 special? Just have them put down by about 250. No, they're so old. It's horrible.
Hey, I love my dogs, but if they ever got to the part where they couldn't eat and they couldn't,
Right.
drink and what have you, I think it would be
It would
time
be
to
time.
It's
I
just
agree with you.
selfish.
Well,
Yeah.
Wesley I keep telling Wesley we're getting close to time for her. Because she gets mortified when she don't make it out the door to go potty. She's just embarrassed. And then sometimes I walk out here and she has a crate in the kitchen. And now sometimes she'll dribble in her crate and the
Yeah.
crate's black and we don't see it. So she lays in it. And
Right.
the next morning I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, she stinks. So I got to take her outside and bathe her.
Yeah.
And it's just a big pain in the fanny. But Wesley told me, I told you I had 7 kids. And, old ladies with 7 kids usually have really weak bladders. So Wesley Poppy keeps rubbing it in my face that he ain't putting me down because I got a weak bladder. Why we won't think about putting her down? So I say, well, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. So let's just wait a while longer. But
Otis, I understand. Otis has gotten he's, I guess, 13 years old. And he's obviously got some arthritis to set in, but he seems to be able to sing well enough. He doesn't walk real well, and he's, there are issues with him. He's getting older.
Yeah.
That's another reason why we got 2 puppies, because we wanted to have them to have somebody to grow up with and just general have the rest of their pack intact.
Well, sure, yeah.
When Otis when we lost Lunabelle, it was just so tough on Otis and everybody else around.
Yes.
Me and him.
Gosh, has it been? That's been a long time ago.
Well, that's been 2022.
Yeah.
November the 1st.
Yeah.
So, and then we lost Bella, a puppy we had just picked up, January the 1st, 2023. So that's been a little over a year ago. Bella was the black dog that was always chewing on everything.
Oh,
but
yeah. What happened to that dog?
It got outside the gate and it got hit by a white truck that didn't bother stopping.
That's what happened to my poodle.
Oh.
Don't you just want to choke people like that?
Yeah, I do.
To not stop. Excuse me.
Yeah, you need to go see the doctor.
I think I'm all right. I just got this tickle and I'm a little bit hoarse. And it probably came from that grandson of mine. So I ain't worried about it. I'll be
surprised. Why?
I just got me some dividends. That was nice. I just started doing a little bit of dividend investing. About 6 months ago, I started it. And I'm super surprised at the amount of dividends that the little bit I've got is producing. I'm just really super blown away. So I'm going to have to buy some more when I get paid. Oh, my.
Rice is left.
Very cool. Rice is live. Yeah.
You fix that pad. I'm gonna see if I can handle it.
All right. I got to fix a pad for the puppies. Tammy's going to put the puppies up, and I think she's going to go to bed.
All right.
I'm going to try to snag a hug or something.
All righty then. So, Jack, you live in the Philippines, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you love it?
Not when the power goes out.
Oh, God, no. Does that
like
happen
yesterday.
often?
Yeah, yesterday, last night, I woke up sweating. And I'm like, what? The air conditioner's not on. I walked downstairs, dark. I'm like, oh, man, power's out again.
Oh,
That
no.
time it was like the fourth brownout, and then I'm getting hungry, and the power comes back. I'm like, okay, I'll make some. Oh, power went back out. So I had
Oh,
about eight brownouts, some flickering. So I'm like, I'm hungry. I found my I got 2 walkie-talkies, and they
Mm-hmm.
have flashlights on them. They got flashlights on them. They last for a pretty long time.
Oh, that's nice.
And I use those to. I'm chopping up chicken, shredding chicken, cutting veggies. Uh,
So what you
stuff
do?
and
End up cooking it outside on the grill or something?
no, I have a propane stove inside.
Oh, I see. I see. Um,
It was a lifesaver. But I was
imagine.
sweating. My shirt was heavy. I'm like, oh, since nobody could see me, I might as well just take my shirt off.
I'm still here.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Got my hug, and we got the puppies put in the corral.
Good.
And you know, we got one of these little red bones that has different slots in it,
Mm-hmm.
and you put little treats in there in the middle of the bone,
Right.
because it's got four things side by side, and they're kind of flexible. You can, but it takes sometimes a little bit of work to get to it. Earlier today, I put that in there with the puppies, and I figured surely they would be, get to it. It would take them a little bit, not very long, but because that's one of the easiest things I've ever seen the treats come out of.
Right.
But sure enough, I just looked at it, and just about every one of those treats are still in there. So I just gave it to Nikki. Nikki will tear that bone a new one.
Huh.
And she'll get those treats.
I bought Virgil one of those Kong things, and I stick his kibble in there, and then I pack it with peanut butter, and it keeps him busy for quite a bit. But I'll tell you what, he sure found his voice this week. He's learned that like when my son comes home from school, I've got a baby gate between the kitchen and the living room. So that way he stays in here with me a lot. And so my son will come through the front door, and that dog, now he's big enough to put his paws on the top of the 36-inch gate. And he's only 12 weeks old.
Yeah, he can jump that gate.
He will in a minute. It won't be but a minute. But he'll sit up there and bark and bark and bark. And I'm like, my son will just sit there and look at him, and then put his book bag down, and then run back to the back of the house to go to the bathroom. And the dogs just I'm like, would you please just pay attention to him for 2 minutes? That's all he wants, But he's learned how to bark now. I don't like it. So I've been trying to teach him how to be quiet.
Yeah, that don't always work real well.
No, it does not. He knows what it means. When I say quiet, he knows what it means. But he's got a mind of his own when it comes to making noise. Let's
see. I'm trying to remember the name of that other channel that came into the live earlier. It was early on, so I shouldn't have too much trouble finding it. But I do want to go through and they told me, I mean, they're from California. Okay. They're as far as a couple of channels that were here earlier that y'all probably know some of them, may not know all of them, but I'm going to go through and I don't know if y'all ever heard of Self-Snitch. I'm gonna drop their link.
Of course, I hadn't been on the YouTube streets too much lately.
I understand.
In-
And this is,
In fact, once I get some of my time back, starting next week, I suppose, I need to really work hard and revive my dead freaking channel because I've killed it.
how did you, well, I guess, just from not doing much on it.
Yeah, it's shoot, I've only got at this point in time, let me look. 2,300 watch hours from like 5 grand. But that's all right. I can start it all over.
Well,
They haven't
let's see here.
demonetized my channel though, which really has surprised me.
Well, have you been putting something up every now and again?
Every now and then. Yeah, like a little shorts video, or the last one was a grocery haul where I spent $100 on about 5 items and I was mad as fire.
Yeah.
And then I think one was a chicken video, and
So as long as you have some activity on there, I think it helps. And are you familiar with the Bud files?
the what?
The Bud files?
No, what is that?
Um,
Is that a person?
They do. That's a channel,
Oh, okay.
and they do, and then I'm just going over some of them. I'm dropping some links to some of the folks that have come in.
Oh, okay. I see
And
now.
I mean, they came into the chat and they're supporting,
Yeah,
so I'm trying to, make sure.
that they get a little bit of exposure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it'll do any good or if they'll even know. Chances are they won't even know this stuff is on.
Yeah, that's
I'm doing
possible.
this, and that's okay. I don't mind.
Right.
I'm just trying to, and Lawless World TV. I don't know.
That Moon Over Miami sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's good people. I mean, he's he is the most consistent person
Really?
at leaving a comment on videos and live streams.
Mm-hmm.
If I have something in there, now this guy that I'm about to drop on a link for, he's from California, but he is. I've only watched a little bit of. Hey, Thomas.
Oh my, what was that?
Cool.
Never mind, I don't want to know.
Yeah, I should have known better than. Let me see.
You couldn't tell what it was.
Well,
Well, I couldn't anyway.
no, it was I think I'm gonna have to end the live now and just trim off that last little bit.
All right.
And you can edit it later.
Okay. Well, I'm going to. I'm gonna edit it just as soon as I end the live. Y'all are welcome to stick around for a couple minutes, and we may start another one.
Okay.
For that
Well,
matter.
let us know.
All right.